Huttmas. It's that time of year again when we all welcome Jabba into our hearths and hearts and think about what he's meant to us throughout the year. And, if there was any doubt as to what the date was, of course, you could always just bring out your Jabba the Hutt Perpetual calendar and verify that it is indeed December 25th, Christmas Day, at least as I'm recording this. What's that you say? You don't have a Jabba the Hutt Perpetual calendar? Well, we're going to have to remedy that. This is, of course, a Hallmark item. I say, of course, because I've put that in the video description, but it wouldn't be that hard to figure out, I think. Hallmark has done a number of similar things to this in the past, including a talking and moving Jabba ornament, and talking and non-moving Jabba ornament earlier than that one. So, it's not too surprising that they would come out with something like this. This is not, admittedly, overtly a Christmas item, at least not unless you set the date like this, but it is coming out around that time, so I feel like, kind of qualifies, right? Now this, I was told about by a viewer who said that they found it at a Hallmark store. I had never heard anything about it. I had no idea that this was even a thing. And at that point, Hallmark's own website did not list it. There was hardly anything on the web talking about it either. I did manage to find it at a kind of independent online store that was selling it for the same price as the reader said that they paid for it. So I went ahead and ordered one, and it just arrived on Christmas Eve, a kind of a Christmas miracle. So I decided I would go ahead and make a video about it. It is, as I say, a perpetual calendar. If you're not familiar with what a perpetual calendar is, it's essentially a completely useless calendar because you already have to know the date before you can look at it. I mean, well, I'm being a little hard on it. I'm not a big fan of perpetual calendars. They just seem way too high maintenance for me because, as you probably are aware, you have to go in every day and change these little blocks. So I'll show you how that works in a second. Change them to be the correct date, and also change this orb here to display the correct month, which to me is way too much work. I would 100% not be doing this normally, but I like to just have it as a decoration for sure. So let's look at this in a little bit more detail. So this is actually made out of what appears to be plaster, I guess. It's definitely a hard material, heavy. It seems like a statue, essentially. It has Jabba here on his throne with a nice archway in the back. And then, of course, we have here... I mean, it's really strange, isn't it? But he's got on the middle of his throne here a little date box that displays the date, the current date, and this orb here, which would be where his... hookah pipe would normally be. So this orb here, as you can see, has all of the months of the year written on it, kind of semi-randomly, I guess. I mean, I don't know, yeah, just so they'll fit, I guess. And the idea is that you would place it with the current month facing forward, I'm assuming. Now, this date box, if you kind of tilt it forward, you'll see it releases two cubes that are essentially dice. Although they're not numbered as normal dice, they're numbered in such a way that would allow you to combine them to make all of the possible date numbers, so up to 31. Let's see, you can see there's two 2s, and but not two 3s, for example. Anyway, we'll put the 2 there, and then we'll put the 5 here. And when we push this all the way in, you're going to notice something. Yeah, as he starts to talk. And or laugh. Okay, we've come back to Boshuda. Let's see if it's just cycling. Yeah, I think it is. So we have about, 5 or 6 things that he can say. These are different, I believe, not having checked the Christmas ornament in a couple of years, different, sayings or clips than was on there, at least partially different. If you want to look at the mechanism for this, basically there's a there's a little button back here, and when you put in the second number, the second digit of the date, it activates it. So there's the first one, and there you go. If we turn this upside down, you can see it's got Hallmark and Star Wars branding on the bottom. We've got a little battery compartment. It did come with batteries. This product contains a button cell or coin battery. Now, in terms of the statue, I guess you'd call it, itself, it has some okay paintwork. It's got some what looks to be airbrushing on his body there. I always don't really like it when they use just this beige color. You know, I prefer my Jabbas to be a bit more orangey colored, but it's not bad looking, and the eyes are not too bad either. He's got some drool going on there. As Hallmark pieces go, this is all right. And then in the back, they've got some sort of a decal showing his meat rotisserie and the background of his palace there. I think it's a decent-looking thing. I mean, I'm a little unsure who the target audience is for this, except for me, but I don't know. Let me know if you think you might want a perpetual calendar like this, or, you know, if you have a different opinion about perpetual calendars in general. I'd be interested to hear that. This costs $54.99 and is currently available for order on the Hallmark website, I believe, at least what last time I checked it was. I'll put a link in the video description. And I believe they're also going to be available at Hallmark stores, although I did go to a Hallmark store just yesterday and for something else, and they didn't have anything related to this at all, so I wouldn't necessarily count on that right at this point. All right, well, that's about it for this video. I just wanted to make a quick one to tell you about this and also to wish you all a very happy holidays, and hopefully I'll be seeing you before the end of the year for at least one more final video. Thanks for watching and have a very Merry Huttmas.